voting is the expression of our commitment to ourselves, one another, this country, and this world. Good morning and thank you for joining us on Nigeria Now. I am Sambo Solomon. With me, I have Lois Turaki.
Good morning.
Lois, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, Nigeria Now. Today, we're going to look at Osun. You know, before we are saying Osun decide. Before now. And then right now, Osun people have decided. Now, Senator Ademola Jackson Adeleke is the governor-elect of Osun State. And by November 27, he will be sworn in to take the mantle of leadership.
You know, just like you said, Osun decides. Now they've decided and they have chosen the man they want for the next 4 years after Oyetola finishes his tenure. Meanwhile, he was still eligible to run. He ran alongside Ademola Adeleke, and we've seen that this time around, Ademola Adeleke has taken over he's now the governor-elect, and then possibly by November he will take over the seat as Osun governor. And this is not the first time he has started running for this particular position. We've seen that in 2018 he ran, and then issues came up, and then he was the position was taken away from him and given to the present governor. And now we've seen that even at that, some people are really not satisfied because they feel some things have not gone right to the way they wanted it to be. We've seen that the present governor has gone to court to contest the results, and possibly we'll definitely follow up to see how that goes. But as far as now is concerned, Ademola is the governor-elect.
Yeah. Looking at Osun election, our viewer, you can do well to send us your comment on what we are discussing today. Even though, let me just quickly say this so that people just have an idea of who the governor-elect is. Ademola Nuruddin Jackson Adeleke, born 13th May 1960, is a Nigerian politician and a businessman. He was a senator that represented Osun West Senatorial District between 2017 and then 2019. He is from Adeleke family of Ede in Osun State. He contested in the 2022 Osun State gubernatorial election and defeated the incumbent governor, Adeboyega Isiaka Oyetola, who defeated him in 2018 Osun gubernatorial election rerun. You know, the election that you talk about, which it was, there was a lot of controversy. You know, some people are of the opinion that Adeleke won at that time, but he was denied. And then some people say it was a big victory for the ruling party. You know, they've been going back and forth, and then now it's a different story.
You know, Adeleke polled PDP 4,371 votes to defeat the present governor that's Oyetola, and the APC with 375,027 votes, while the third person, that's Lasun Yusuf of Labour Party, polled 2,729. And then reports are saying that all thanks to the amended Electoral Act that has given room to more technology, it didn't give room for the excesses that usually occur during elections. And then we've seen that it was kind of free and fair based on the reports. I wasn't there, of course, so that was what the report is saying, that it was free and fair, and then people didn't look at the party. They didn't go for the party. Of course, APC is the ruling party, but they didn't look at that, and they didn't look at PDP too as a party. They went for the candidate. They felt this was another opportunity for him, since the first opportunity that presented itself, he didn't get the opportunity to do what he wanted to do. So they felt, okay, let's give him the chance this time around to see if things will be different in the state. I don't know, we know in general the country is suffering from one thing or the other, but then for Osun State, they want maybe something different. They want a different person to see how he can probably change the lives of people, especially the youths in that very community. So probably that was why they said, okay, let's take away this man that is there now. Let's bring someone else that we feel would do the job for us. So, and that's what we are still clamoring for 2023, that people should not look at party. It doesn't matter what party is ruling now. We look at the candidates, what the antecedents, what the person is. We need a man of vision, someone that will take us to where we are envisioning where we want to go. So that's all about the election that took place on Saturday.
You see, I'm looking at Adeleke from a different angle. You know, even today as we are discussing this election, this victory of Adeleke. But, you know, looking at Adeleke, it's a person that is determined. It's a person that is resilient. He's dogged. He goes for what he wants. And then he tries to make sure he achieves excellence. You know, during his campaign, you know, the saga of his certificate that came, the secondary school certificate and the rest, and then people are saying all sort of things to disqualify him because they know he is a candidate to really how will I put it, to look out for when it comes to like fighting for a particular office. You know, all eyes are on him, you know, and then the ruling party. But you see, after the issue of his result, education, whatever, you know, Adeleke had to go back to the United States at his age, you know, and then get a bachelor's degree, obtains a bachelor of science degree in criminal justice in 2001. That thing really awakened my sense of belief to certain things. You know, when people will say, I am this age, I cannot achieve this. I'm this age, I cannot achieve this. Look at how he has been fighting to get this at the end of it. Because when they asked him, he said, concerning the saga of his certificate, he said, I'm a role model. And then I feel, yes, I'm a public figure. When I'm out there, so many things about me will come out. And I feel, yes, there are people that will think because they are coming from so place, or because age is not on their side, they find it difficult to say, let me fight for this thing that is in me that I want to achieve. And he said, ideally, he can study here in Nigeria because he got the qualification and he know Nigerian school will give him admission. But he feel when he get enrolled in Nigerian university, probably later they will still accuse him of probably maybe knowing one professor or one lecturer or one student
or
working for him.
Say he didn't even attend lectures and all of that. He was just giving the result and all.
And he said he just did that to encourage the youth to be determined, to be focused, to be pushy in whatever they want. And when I heard that, I say, yes, this person is a leader. And then looking at that, you look at how he fought so hard, to become the governor of Osun. Now is a story. It's just waiting for swearing in. I think the message here is that whatever you put your mind that you want to do, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible.
And I look at it in this way too, that whatever you put your mind to do, there's nothing impossible, and you should do it the right way. I remember earlier there was a time we talked about the issue of certificates on this particular show, and the APC's candidate had the issue of missing certificates and all of that, and then his the former running mates came out to say his too was missing and all of that. And we've seen that even before them, the president who had issues of missing certificates and all of that. So looking at the issue of Ademola Adeleke, he knew that was going to be an issue for him, and so he made a deliberate effort to go overseas to get it. I don't really care where you want to get your certificate, as far as it's legal and it's the right thing to do. I think that should be something that our politicians, especially because this missing certificate saga is becoming a norm when it comes to politics. You know that once you are in the limelight, you want to contest for one position or the other, this would definitely come up. The issue, because there are criteria for this positions that they are seeking for. So why not make everything, do the proper thing, get your results, everything documented, so that when they say present it, you'll be able to present and not bring stories to us, because we don't want to hear the stories of your missing certificate, because we know even if your certificates are missing, there are other things you can do to get to whom it may concern, or some of those things that can show for it if you don't have the originals. But then you can't just come and tell us you don't have certificate. We've seen a good example here, what he has done. And then this is what the youths want. We want a leader, someone that we can put, when he's stepping, we'll step behind him. Not someone that will come and give us stories and tell us all manner of things, bribe us with money for the next 4 years. You will suffer that money you collected from them. This is not what we want in this country. And then this has... this is the last election before the national election comes on in 2023. And I think it has given us a good example of what we should expect. Like when these people come with their so many strategies and lies and all of that to deceive us, we shouldn't fall to that. We can take the money, if you ask me, because we are in a difficult condition.
If it's a dash, not a bribe.
Not a bribe. If they want to dash you, you can take it. But in your mind, you know who you want. It shouldn't affect your choice of who you want to vote for, or who you see should take this country to the next level. This is what we want. That this has this particular election has set the pace, as far as I'm concerned, not in totality, but in some of the major areas that we have been looking at. So I think the youth are coming up. We are coming up.
Yeah, saying the issue of this election setting the pace. Yes, you are right, because they asked him, Mr. President congratulated him, for the victory, and he was so happy, he was so excited. And then someone asked him, like, do you think Mr. President has a role, in your victory? He said, well, yes, we can reasonably say that. And his point was, for him signing the electoral law. Because if not for the electoral law being signed, all of these excesses wouldn't have been cut off. And then it would have been difficult, just like the way the last election went in Osun. How the rerun went, every big and mighty of the ruling party, have to be there during the election, and then so many things was just going, and at the end, results were declared. And it was funny, like we earlier said, some of these things people have been saying a lot of things concerning that particular election, you know. And now, like you said, do you see hope 2023 when it comes to our electoral system?
Just like you said, when he was asked if there was the president had something to do with it, he said, like I mentioned earlier, he said the electoral act. I think the amendment did well to we've seen how it affected this particular election that took place, because it cut some of the excesses, just like you've said, of electoral malpractice and all of that. So I think, just like I've said earlier, that it has set the pace, not in totality, because you definitely find some little issues here and there, but then the major thing is that it has made some of these technologies to come to play in the electoral process and all of these things. So we are hoping that in 2023 that some of these excesses too will be curtailed that particular period, so that we will have a free and fair election that people will not have to be going, will be proud of, and then even the international community that are watching will not have so much bad things to say about our electoral process. So we're just hoping that during that period things will go on smoothly. We'll not have issues of crisis and contesting here and there, that everything will just be just like it should be.
I would say congratulations to Mr. President. Kudos to him, you know, for signing the electoral act. It was really a battle, you know, because they have been going back and forth, you know, deleting this section, add up this and the rest, and at the end of it, you know, there's this pressure that he just have to bow to it, and then he signed it, and then now we are seeing the result, and that's what Nigerians are clamoring for. You know, all that Nigerians are saying, give us a system that will elect our leaders that at least we'll be proud of. We will know that yes, these are leaders that we ourselves, you know, elect for ourselves. Not that at the end of it you begin to feel, no, I didn't elect this person, they imposing. Even the followership, you know, the leadership and the followership, you know, is a win-win thing, you know, because a leader is leading, is expecting followers to follow. But when there is a breach, when there is a gap, you can't really see that followership, because you will just see like the two operating separately, because you are expected, the leader is expected to do certain things so that people will follow, and they are feeling, no, he's not their leader, so he cannot tell them to do this, because they feel some certain people have imposed him on them and the rest. So by that alone, you will just see that issue of development, everything will not work smoothly, because there is no synergy, there is not understanding, there is not trust, there is not working teamwork. Yes, there's no that teamwork. And then in leadership, definitely the two have to come together. You know, the leader and the follower have to come together.
Because without followers, I don't think there will be a leader.
Of course.
So even as you are a leader, you need to carry your people along. I think that's one of the qualities of a good leader. If you don't carry your people along, then I don't think you're even leading them. You are not leading anybody, as far as I'm concerned. So just like you said, there should be a synergy. There should be this teamwork. And I feel this man is someone that will carry people along. You know, people are castigating him and laughing at him because of he's a lively, will I use that? He's a lively person. He likes to dance, and for the fact that he has his nephew as a musician and all of that, they felt he was not really the right person for that particular position. But who says? At least I know. I think. Let me not be so sure, because we are all humans, right?
No, I listened to him when he speak. I noticed the man really understand Oshun, and he love his people, and I think that's the drive. And then, you know, when you love your people and then you are ready to serve, not to lead, is a different thing. Because for quite some time now, we see people that want to lead, not people that want to serve. and then we are trying to shift from that
The parents, the
yeah,
paradigm or something.
we are yearning, we are crying, we are really tired of this particular system, and then we feel, yes, let's put ourselves, in a global map, rubbing shoulders with countries that are doing well. And it's possible, where this country is blessed with human and material resources. So bringing the two together, Nigeria will be a place that the world will be flying to just come and see the miracle. And I say miracle, they asked him, how he feel, winning this election. He said, God smiled on him. He said he's somebody that believes in God. That really captures my heart. He said he believes in God, and he know, because God promised that whatever you ask him, that he will do it for you. And then he asked him for this particular thing, and then heaven smiles on him. That really touched me. And then when he talks, you could see the passion in him, like he is ready to serve. And then one thing that interests me is the people that elect this man. You know what they said? They said they didn't vote for PDP. They vote Adeleke, not PDP. Because, like I said, they try to look at his antecedents. And then, you remember we always say this. What is their antecedent? Even as they come, they ask you to vote for them. Check their track record. Are they for themselves and their family members and the immediate household? What is their track record? What have they done to the community? Like we said, when people are buying from 50 million, 100 million, 20 million, just to represent you, what is that love that is burning in him, that he wants to spend that money just to represent me, and he needs my vote? These are the questions that we'll be asking. And at the end of it, you later find out that they are looking for this office just for their own selfish reason.
Yes.
Just to lead, but not to serve. So we are looking for leaders that will come and serve this nation. Because really, really, we need leaders that truly love us and truly love this country, and they are patriotic.
Just like you've said, that is what we've been clamoring for. I won't keep saying it, that we need leaders that will serve this country, because this country is looking like it's about to capsize, and we will not on our watch.
That reminds me of Gudaji interview. He said the Nigeria is going like this, like that, like this, like it will fall. So he's looking for support.
Yes,
Yeah.
we shouldn't allow.
That's on a lighter note.
Yes, of course. That we cannot allow our country, our fatherland, to capsize. Like we will be drowned. All of us will go with it. So. We are the ones, we are the people to uphold this country. And so that's why we keep saying that coming 2023, we should look for someone that wants to serve this country. We shouldn't look at the party, just like Osun people have done. They said they voted Adeleke, they didn't vote PDP to power. So that is what we should be looking at coming next year, that we should look for a man that will make this boat stable.
Or a woman.
Or a woman, whoever it is, that will make this boat stable. We are tired of going like this. We don't. Well,
you're right. It's not funny. It's not funny when you look at the country and you look at what we already have, and then you begin to wonder, are we cursed? But Nigeria is a blessed nation. Nigeria is a blessed nation. Joyce, I think we'll just draw the curtain from here. But we really want to congratulate Senator Ademola Adeleke, and we wish you all the best. And Osun people, we hope you made a right choice that you will not regret. And whatever Ademola you are looking for, we pray that God will give you the wisdom, the power to relate with your people and to know exactly, just like the way you said, you know what your people want. So do what your people want, because that is leadership.
And on this note, we still want to thank our viewers, our fans, and every other person that took time to identify with us in the moment of our grief and the person of Joyce Iyakwe. Our hearts are still heavy, but then we know that she's in a good place, resting with the Lord, and someday we'll see face to face, and we'll be comforted, of course.
Yes, yes, we are comforted because we know we are just passing by, and then whoever have Christ, already you have everything. Like Paul will say, for me, to live is Christ, and to die is gain. And we just want to really thank you for staying with us. We want to thank you for believing in us. We want to thank you for your support, particularly our fans from far and near, across this nation, came to sympathize with us, to tell us how they feel, concerning this loss. Honestly, we appreciate you. We thank you so much. And the beauty of it is that we know that Joyce is resting. That's our consolation. So if you know you are not a believer, this is the right time. The only sure way to heaven is when you receive Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. If you have Christ, then you will know whenever you die, you are just sleeping. One day you will rise. But if you don't have Christ, it's a straight ticket to hellfire. I urge you now to receive Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, because He's the only way, the truth. May the Lord bless us. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you, ECWA Executive, for giving us this platform. Bye, and stay blessed.